Sup fellas, today I bring you something slightly different. What if we play the game amongst ourselves? And that game being, we're not really strangers. Now this game is not really a game and more like talking points since there's no real objective other than learning about someone. I played this with my friends and it was both fun and insightful. However, since I'm the only one present here, I'll play with you, the viewer, if you want to anyway. How this works is very simple. First, I'll take 5 cards from the first deck, Perception, which you will answer about me in the comments. And keep in mind, there's no wrong answers, it's just what do you think the answer is based off looking at me. Then I'll take 10 cards from the middle deck, Connection, which I will answer about myself. And if you want, you can answer too in the comments, but it's not necessary. And after all that, I'll take 5 again from the last deck, Reflection, which you will answer again about me, but this time after you've heard my answers. And once that's all said and done, I'll look in the comments and I'll see your answers and maybe we'll have a little discussion. Just 2 things I want to mention really quick before we start. 1, I won't have the camera on during the game. I actually recorded the game days ago. I'm only making these camera segments to shorten it. 2, this is supposedly a physical game, but I'm playing it on tabletop. I'm sure no one cares. So the 5 cards I got from the initial deck are 1. Do you think I'm usually early, on time, or late to events, and why? 2. Which subject do you think I thrived in at school? And did I fail any? 3. What about me is strange or unfamiliar to you? I'm sure there's lots of things to choose from. 4. Do you think I was popular in school? Why? And last 5. What do you think is my go-to karaoke song? Alright, pause the video, write them down below, and now it's my turn to talk about myself. Let's go. Alright. Have you changed your mind about anything recently? I addressed this, I'm pretty sure I made a point about it in my other video, the no video one, where I was talking about YouTube communities. I changed my mind about how I want to be involved with YouTube communities. Like, I'd rather form a relationship with YouTubers rather than their fan base. I feel like when you come from the fan base, it's just something isn't right. Like, it feels like you're a cloud chaser or something. So I'd rather just go directly to the YouTuber rather than fake enthusiasm for the fan base. Like, I can enjoy the YouTuber and I want to deal with the fan base. I feel like that's a thing. It changed up recently and it did improve my life. I'm gonna say that. Like, it used to be quite toxic because of trying to, you know, talk with these people I didn't give a fuck about, and now that I don't, it's a lot better. Alright, next question. Question number 2. What is your first love's name and the reason you fell in love with him or her? Oh shit. Okay, well, I've never said this before, and I don't know if it's bad to say it. My first love's name was Sammy, and the reason I fell in love with her, well, first of all, I talked to her quite often, and you know, she was cute. But most importantly, I just felt like a really deep connection because of how when we talked. Like, I felt like we had so much in common. You know, I wasn't used to the fact that I could find someone with so much in common. That's why I felt like I wanted them to be part of my life in a deeper way. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I mean, besides that they were cute, obviously, but that's beside the point. What is this? What was the last time you surprised yourself? Okay, I think I know. I had this assignment not too long ago, a couple weeks back, and I had pretty much made up my mind that I wasn't going to do it because I didn't know how to and I was just gonna quit. I don't know, one day I just woke up one morning and I don't know, I had it all figured out. I knew exactly what I wanted to do. I just did it, and one day I had 2 weeks to do it, and one day I had it done, and I was like, wow, I guess I could do it after all. I guess I had it in me. I guess it wasn't impossible like I originally thought. And then, yeah, I guess that's how I surprised myself last time, for the positive. So probably a negative one, but let's not keep this, you know, down. Come on. What is something you wouldn't want to change about yourself? Oh, let me think. I don't need to think that much. I wouldn't want to change the fact that I'm funny, intentionally and not intentionally. I like how I go about things. I don't think I would ever want to change that. I don't think I would want to become a serious person. I like being funny. I like being funny in my demeanor. I like being funny in the things I say. I just like being funny. It makes me feel good that people laugh. Yeah, it's like one of the best things I can do on the daily. It's making people laugh. Or just make him type Lamau and maybe they don't really laugh. But it's fine. Because I can pretend in my brain that they were laughing hysterically every time. So I know, it's good. I like that I do that. And I think people like that too. Alright, next question. Question number 5. Are you lying to yourself about anything? Now this is a deep one. And I will need to think. I usually lie when I say that I don't have time for something. Because usually I do have time, but I tell myself I don't. Don't do the thing, or mull over not doing the thing, and then I actually don't have time anymore. So that's something I lie about. And I also lie about not being able to do things, because just like I said before, I had that assignment, I was telling myself I couldn't do it, and suddenly...
So that was a fucking lie.
But do I know it's a lie? That's the thing. Like, am I consciously lying? I guess not, but it's a lie nonetheless. If it's not true, it's a lie, so that's a lie. Alright. That's question number 5. Damn. Question number 6. Let's go. What are you more afraid of, failure or success, and why? I guess people would assume that I fear failure above anything else. And I do fear failure a lot. There are times where I'd rather not do something if I knew it might fail. This applies to college work, this applies to videos, this applies to literally anything. If I can't make it in my mind that it's going to go well, I'd rather not do it at all, because I don't want to go through the failure. So I guess I do fear failure quite a bit, but it's not to say that I don't fear success as well. I do second guess myself at all, if I do it, will I be able to keep up with it? This usually occurs when I'm thinking about YouTube. I think to myself, if I were a big YouTuber, how long would it take for me to fucking burn everything down? That's what I think. Now, if I had to pick which one I fear most, well, I guess I have to go with failure anyway, but I just want to point out that it's not like I don't fear success as well. I don't know, guess we just have to go to question number 7, which is, when you're asked how are you, how often do you answer truthfully? And then there's, I don't know, I guess not, I guess I'm not, but I'm not lying. Most of the times I'm not lying. Sometimes I say I'm good, which is usually what I say I'm good. It's not a complex answer, it's like a half-truth. I don't go deep into how I'm feeling, because sometimes I feel like people get annoyed if they hear how I'm feeling. So I just go with the good, because I don't think people want all the details. I don't know, sometimes I don't want to go into the details anyway. It's not typical for me to feel good, 100% blissfully good, nothing to worry about, just running through the fucking flower fields, singing songs, looking at the rainbows. And that usually doesn't happen, but I think that's everybody, you know. So I don't want to be like, hey, my problems are important for some reason, so I'm gonna lay them down on you, even though you asked how I'm feeling, but you probably didn't want this answer, so I just don't do it. But yeah, I hope the how are you doesn't actually come up. Why are you still trying to prove to yourself? Okay, I'm still trying to prove myself a bunch of things. I'm trying to prove myself to have any self-control regarding most things, like self-discipline. Can I actually do the things that I set myself to do, or can I not? Sometimes I think I already have the answer that I can't, but I still try it. I still want to prove that I can. I try to prove myself that I can actually, succeed in college, in YouTube. Sometimes, I failed some classes, and I feel like I will never get my degree. But that may not be true, I also feel like I will never get anywhere with YouTube. And again, that may not be true. So I want to prove myself that I can do it. I want to prove myself that I can look good. I think I can. And some people say I look good, but I want to prove myself that I can, because it's always harder to prove yourself that you look good. So especially when you're so hard on yourself. I think that is the main things that I can think of right now, so I think that will be my final answer. Oops, I didn't need to shuffle that. What is the most unexplainable thing that has ever happened to you? I don't know if this wants to go into the spiritual realm. I would say it's just the fact that I somehow have friends, even though I struggle so much to talk to people. I have no idea how things happen. You ask me how I got my friends and I just say, well, I was there and then suddenly they showed up. I don't know how it happened. I can't explain it, but it happens and I'm glad it does. I wish I had more control in that. I don't think I had much say in the friends I've made. I think they made me the friend. I didn't make them the friend. Does that make sense? But I can barely explain why I have the friends that I do. And not just like the recent ones, I mean like the other ones as well. Things just happen, I guess. I don't really know anything about that. I did it again. I don't really know things about like surreal stuff. I don't recall anything. I guess the fact that I'm not dead yet, that's pretty weird. Anyway. Are you missing anyone right now? Do you think they're missing you too? Shit! Alright, so I guess I miss some people that I used to talk to regularly or semi-regularly. Like some friendships just seem to fall through and we just don't talk anymore. And sometimes I think about that, but I don't message them because I think like, I'm a bother. I don't want to bother people. And I guess me thinking that stems from the fact that I don't think they miss me. I really don't think other people think about me that much, but I do think about people a lot. Like I think about people that I used to know back in the day, years ago, and I talk to a lot, now I barely do. I don't know how to return to that. And even like just a few years ago online, people I used to talk to online, now I don't, and I miss talking to a lot of people. I wish I could just keep everybody in a box and not let them go ever. I think that's illegal. But yeah, I do miss people a lot. A lot of people. Some people I really don't miss. I will not, tell who is who. But there's a lot of people I miss, and sometimes I wish they would like message me because I will never do it myself. Because I think they don't miss me and I think they don't care. Well, that was deep. Alright, now it's time for you to answer again. Now that you've heard me reach deep inside my soul. So the final 5 cards I got from the last deck are 1. When in this game did you feel most connected to me? And I guess you could say, and where in this video did you feel something I said was relatable? 2. What has this conversation taught you about yourself? But in this case, it would be taught you about myself. 3. Do you believe everyone has a calling? And if so, do you think I found mine? 4. What would be the perfect gift for me? Bonus points if you actually gift. Actually, maybe don't. And lastly, 5. What would I be most qualified to give advice about? And that's it. I mean, there were more things to this game that we couldn't really use in this format, but I think this was still pretty interesting and I can't wait to see what you guys wrote below. For the better or for the worse, I don't know. So I'll see you guys in the comments and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.